On film.
They're a good team. They're physical. They like to get downhill in the run game. They got a good running back, a good O-line. They're figuring it out on offense, kind of their identity and who they want to be. So it's a game that we're expecting to be physical and, downhill.
When you face a team that's had kind of quarterback struggles, is it kind of a goal not to give them any momentum, to sort of give them any light at the end of the tunnel there?
Oh, yeah, for sure. They're both good players at the end of the day. They're both kind of settling in and kind of figuring out their role in this offense. So they're not to be taken lightly, even though, maybe their numbers aren't there. They're not getting a lot of the talk around the country, but it doesn't matter. Still great players. So we got to come in and prepare for them like the best quarterback in the country.
You guys created quite a stir last year at JMU with all those wins and being ranked in October. Kind of the same thing this year, 5-0 now. What do you guys go through trying to block out that noise on social media?
The biggest thing is, the opinions outside of this building. They don't make any decisions in the building. So, why let those opinions kind of seek into us? And, thinking about it as a complacency thing, you want to fight that as much as you can and stay hungry and humble as, you keep going on with your season.
Mikhail obviously is someone that you had. Just what makes him as effective as he is off the edge, you feel like?
He's a game changer. The way he prepares, watches film, takes care of his body, just the little things he sees on the field really help me and kind of speed me up. But just watching him play, he's relentless. He's a really high motor guy, and he's very energetic when he gets out there.
I want to say that Signetti mentioned preseason that he's evolved so much from when he arrived, to now. Just from when you met him a few years ago, where have you maybe seen him evolve?
I would say in all facets of his game. The biggest one would be how he takes care of his body. Early in his career at JMU, he fought those injuries, but he's in this training room more than anybody I see. And then off-season wise, he's working harder than anybody I know. Just the little things, pass rush moves, how to be better in the run game, really working on his body. He's done a great job with that, and he really has come a long way and looks great right now.
How much is he a leader in that locker room?
He's huge, especially amongst the D-line. There were a lot of new faces, people that have been here, and a lot of people that came in, from JMU, Kent State, places all over. But he's someone that they can look to and kind of learn from, especially to an unfamiliar system that we brought. He was somebody that kind of brought the continuity from the staff down to the players.
You mentioned the fighting complacency. How much of the JMU players led that charge?
I think that's a big thing that we've heard over the last 2 to 6 years for the guys that have been here for a while. But it's huge. You can't let that settle in. You get complacent and you start to kind of fall off of this upward rise that you're having. So the biggest thing is just staying hungry and staying humble.
What strategies do you have personally to keep that mindset alive?
I block out all social media. There's no point in reading anything. You can read something good, you can read something bad. At the end of the day, it has zero effect on you and how you play. So keeping everything in-house and kind of just listening to my coaches, my teammates, seeing what I need to improve on instead of hearing, how great you are, how bad you are on, Twitter, Instagram, stuff like that. It's just keeping everything in-house.
When you reviewed the first kind of 5 games here, what do you think is left? What do you think defense needs to do to kind of even get better or improve? What have you guys left on the field, do you feel like?
I feel like we left a lot of explosive opportunities on the field. Me, myself, I know there have been a couple, the UCLA game, there's a sack and an interception in there that I think I left on the field. And then you go to each position group, everybody will come and tell you firsthand there's been opportunities that they've missed that they wish they could have back. But that's part of football. It's part of getting into the film room, improving and capitalizing those opportunities next time you have them.
The ranking, is that, rat poison? Is that kind of validating in a way? How do you guys kind of react to that?
It doesn't really mean nothing to us. You get your hard work noticed, but that's about it. Northwestern doesn't care about it, so why would we care about it?
You're 5-0 going for that 6-win bowl eligibility. Last year, this time, you guys didn't really know if you guys would be in a bowl game. What's it mean to you to play for a bowl game on the line?
It's important just because it's our next game. So every game is a standard. We're going to go in and we're going to dominate the game. We're going to come out with a win. So adding that on top is just, like icing on the cake.
Have you guys talked about what this feel this game's going to be like? Because it's a temporary stadium. Like, do you have any expectations for? Have the coaches mentioned that at all?
They have mentioned that it's going to be a little different, but at the end of the day, I don't think it matters. We could play in the stadium for 100,000. We can play in front of our parents. We're going to go out there and we're going to do what we need to do and execute at a high level.
Have you prepared any differently for that?
No, I haven't. Just looking at it as a defense whole, we're working on our communication levels, kind of helping that. We don't expect it to be as loud, but it's still something that we kind of need to work on regardless of what stadium we're playing in.
Were you familiar with going into that UCLA game, how well Indiana fans travel?
Yeah, getting there kind of showed me my first time seeing how Indiana travels. I mean, it was awesome. At the end of the game, kind of felt like that was like our home stadium. So it's really impressive how Indiana travels, and I'm looking forward to them doing it again.
Once the season gets started, it seems like it just kind of flies heading into week 6. Have you been able to kind of slow things down, or like how have you been able to enjoy every moment through this ride?
Yeah, Sundays are big for me and kind of sitting down and reflecting. You sit down and you kind of watch the film back. You have the whole day to yourself, kind of just to reflect on, what happened Saturday, and then you get that time with your family on weekends. So it slows down during the season on Sundays, and then Monday you're back at it, back ramped up.
Do you feel the workload on Sundays then? Because I mean, you guys are you in particular are not taking many snaps off. What's that kind of feel like now to kind of be not only full time but like starter, but like every snap player?
Yeah, Sundays are big on like let's get to the most efficient way to get my body back. You take that time to watch the film. Maybe you're watching the film in the tubs. You have boots on. As soon as that game's over, you guys start attacking recovery. That way, for the next Saturday, you're back and you're 100% ready to go.
How has the training staff been in that recovery process through these first few weeks?
Oh, they've been great. Giving us different things. Like those boots, giving us the opportunity and more time to get that recovery time in. Doing different things like mobility work, the lifting kind of gets the soreness out, kind of works us through it. So they've been great with it.